Hello subscriber, myself is Kalar, and we are at the scanning phase of penetration testing and ethical hacking. In this video, we are going to demonstrate some tools other than Nmap which are used for network scanning. The first question about some other tools may arise in your mind is that we have Nmap, a very good and proficient tool to perform network scanning. So why do we have to learn these other extra tools? The answer is, although Nmap is a good tool to perform network scanning, but it is a very heavy tool. That means it is caught by very like most of the firewalls and IDSs. The Nmap will leave their traces or create a log entry in the network of a target, which can be used by a digital forensic expert to catch you. So here are the tools which provide some extra facility than the Nmap. First of them is Unicornscan. Unicornscan is a stateless port scanner that performs asynchronous stateless UDP scanning. What does mean asynchronous stateless TCP scanning? Usually, while we are scanning any port of target, we perform TCP's three-way handshake. The first handshake of the uh, TCP three-way handshake is the synchronous packet is sent from our system to our target system. But most of firewalls are configured to block synchronous packet or SYN packet coming from any unknown port. So our packet is dropped. So Unicorn Scan, instead of sending SYN packet, it sends acknowledgement packet. So there is not any rule defined on acknowledgement packet, and our packet successfully enters the target network and grabs us information about the port. The command used for Unicorn Scan is very much similar to Nmap. Here you can see the basic structure of command. First, the name of tool, then options, and then the target IP. Here is an example for that. Name of the tool, target IP address, and dash L option. Dash L option will immediately display the response of the command on our console, and dash V is for verbose. Here is another example for Unicorn Scan in which we are going to scan a subnet on a for the particular port which is 5505, and our output is stored in Hunter for 5505.pcap5, and our source port is 69.162.80 and 50. Here are some important options available with Unicorn Scan, which is dash P. This option sets a specified source port, dash M, which is a scan mode, and TCP is the default scan if P doesn't provide any attribute after this option. The available attribute is capital U, capital T, and capital A. Capital U for UDP scan, capital T for TCP, and capital A for ARP. Dash A does not shuffle the ports. Dash I. This is a special option available in Unicorn Scan, which is absent in Nmap. Dash I gives us liberty to choose interface. And the last is dash Q, which is a quiet mode. The scan results are not displayed on our console, directly returned to a file. So Here is an bad news for you guys that due to some technical issue, I am unable to demonstrate you this tool. But you can refer Geeks for Geeks site for this tool. They have explained some basic commands in a very simple language. So you can refer to that as well. The next tool which we are going to discuss is Masscan. Masscan is TCP port scanner and trust me, this tool is very fast. Usually, this tool is used for scanning entire subnet and some things that you need to remember in your mind for this tool is you can't perform a scan on a domain name. You have to specify the particular IP address of the host. And the next thing you have to consider is that Masscan doesn't have any default ports. Usually, Nmap have set some ports as a default port to scan on the target, which means the specific ports are set as default in Nmap. If we didn't specify any port while running a command or Nmap, Nmap will going to scan that default ports only. But that is not the case in the mass scan. We have to specify the port which we wanted to scan of a target every time we run the scan. Here is a special thing you have to know about mass scan. The default transmit rate is 100 packets per second, but it can optionally go as fast as 25 million packets, a rate sufficient to scan internet in 3 minutes for one port. That is a quite interesting thing. The last tool of network scanning is Netcat. Usually, Netcat performs various functions. One of them is port scanning and banner grabbing. Netcat is an utility tool that uses TCP and UDP connections to read and write in network. And here are some basic commands which are used for port scanning and banner grabbing. Now, we will head towards our demonstration part in which we will discuss Masscan and Netcat. We will start our demonstration part by scanning some ports using Masscan tool. For that, the command is masscan, then the target IP address or target subdomain and the ports. Here you can enter a single port or a bunch of them. Let's hit enter. We got our results. Now we are going to scan some UDP ports. Command for that is masscan and then we have to specify option which is dash p capital U and the UDP ports 53 and this go for 161 and hit enter. So we found that the port 53 is open. Now we will scan some top ports using Masscan. So the command for that is Masscan, then the target IP address and then the option which is top ports, which will take an attribute 20. This means Masscan will scan first 20 top ports. Oops, we missed one dash here. Yeah, we got it. We scan a top 20 ports. It was very quick, right? But if we are scanning a subnet, then this might take a time. So we can increase the speed of Masscan using the dash rate option along with the value. Usually this command will send packet at the rate of 10,000 per second, and the speed of scan will be increased. So while scanning entire subnet, we might have a situation where we have to store our output in a particular file. For that, you can either use simple redirection operator to save in any desired or format, but we have option in Masscan to save output in CSV file. So here is an example for that. Yeah, here we saved our output in root.csv file. Similarly, we can save our output in JSON file by using O dash O capital J option. Let's hit enter. Let's have a look whether we got our JSON file. Yes, we got that. So here was an demonstration of mass scan. Now we will perform some port scanning using a Netcat tool. For that, we have to hit enter a command which is netcat-vzu. This command will scan UDP port 161. The command scan, and we got to know that on 161 SNMP service is run. Now let's scan TCP port 21. For that, the command will be dash n and dash z. We got to know an FTP service is running and the port is open as well. Let's try to grab some banner using Netcat tool. The command for that will be much easier. In this situation, we doesn't have to enter any options. So we got the version of FTP. So now let's scan some another port for banner grabbing. Yeah, we got this as well. We demonstrated Masscan and Netcat. Let's stop here. In next video, we will going to start vulnerability scanning tools. Thank you.